DJ, I could not have wished for better results out of UFC 320. I'm on cloud nine. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, but well, why are you on cloud nine? What results were you hoping to happen? I think you are happy with
It just feels right to have Alex Pereira with the light heavyweight world championship around his waist. It just makes sense.
Ankalaev went for a takedown his last time they fought. He failed at 12 attempts. 12 attempts on a guy who's never wrestled before in his life, right? I was a big fan of Alex Pereira, but I always said, you take him down, just take him down. Nobody can't do it. And nobody can fucking do it. He has probably the best takedown defense for never stepping an inch, 1 foot on a wrestling mat. And nobody can take him down. And once he said, what can he do to me? He's not going to stand a strike with me. He's not going to try to push the fight. He's going to try to, stifle me, get me thinking. But once Alex went out there with that, the Brazilian, the jungle, the presence he had on him, and boom, hit him. And then he hit it with the John Jones elbows, a 12-6, fractured the ribs. I was like, yeah, dude, he was on a different level last night, a different level.
It goes to show how much energy, confidence can translate into presence in the cage. Because I swear I was watching it, and from the first 10 seconds in, I thought, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Because I went with Ankalaev to win this time.
Really?
But I was literally thinking to myself, I'm wrong. First 15 seconds, Pereira's marching him down. And I found myself thinking, these guys were the same size.
Mm-hmm.
These guys were the same size in the first fight. And now I'm looking at the fight, and I'm seeing Alex Pereira as like a juggernaut in front of Ankalaev, this giant, intimidating presence in the cage. And Ankalaev immediately was like, this is different. Alex put him on the back foot and smashed him with inside low kicks. He forced him out of southpaw by smashing with inside low kicks. So much so Ankalaev's foot, once he got hit with it, went back around, and he actually just ended up in orthodox. And now he's against the cage. He's scarpering. Big old right hand over the top. A lot of mustard on it. Ankalaev wobbles. I love 12 to 6 elbows. I love 12 to 6 elbows. I can't believe you mentioned Jones done it. I really hate that was always a banned rule.
Yeah.
That is such an effective means of ground and pound because it just seems to split right through the guard. I like that Pereira went to body shots early as well. I spoke about how he hit him with the inside low kick to maybe try and force a stance switch to, again, get him more uncomfortable. But apparently, Pereira weighed in at the fight 232 pounds on fight night. So dude's a big light heavyweight as well. And he's a looming presence.
So what is that? 232. So 10% of 205 would be what? 10% of 205. So 50% of 205.
20.5.
20.5.
10%.
So he's 10% over his weight. So technically, depending on where he fights, that would be illegal of his high hydration, meaning that like some athletic commissions only give you the opportunity to like rehydrate 5%. Like you can't weigh more than 5 or 10% of your weight. So, that's fucking crazy.
But we're in the wild west,
yeah,
DJ.
I know, right?
Not in the logical east of ONE FC.
Yeah.
It's the wild west over here, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So we got these big dudes. But I like the body shots from Pereira early.
Yeah.
That was great. Because he's never really uncorked that right hand. Because we've seen left hooks from him. We've seen head kick against Yuri. We've seen the left hook against Adesanya. Jamal Hill, he put him down with a left hook. I think he finished Belgarui, one of his own teammates, actually, with a right overhand in a Glory. But we haven't seen him uncork the overhand right. And I think when he goes to the body, because if you look at when he threw the overhand right, he got really low as well.
Yeah.
He got really low and he winged it over the top.
Yep.
And when he started the fight, the first two things he did was he ran straight to Ankalaev and he went jab to the body, right hand to the body, and he even landed another right hand to the body. So when he lowered his level on Ankalaev, maybe he's thinking, the left hook's going to come up. He's doing that thing when he jabs to the body and then brings up the left hook. But no, he's doing the thing when he lowers his base and swings that right hand over the top. I wish I could understand Pereira's language and speak to him about it. But I think there was a very intentional game plan to pressure, go to the body, get him to think about a lower level, and also to force a stance switch out of him into his more uncomfortable side on the back foot whilst under pressure, which was orthodox.
Yeah.
Rather than southpaw. So, and then the one thing is, to open up his regular low kicks, he needed Ankalaev to be an orthodox.
Yep.
But I don't know if you saw it. He broke his foot on that low kick.
He kept grabbing down at his foot all the time, and that's just from Ankalaev checking, right? Because Ankalaev did check a couple times, and that's, you know, when people try to do the calf kick, that's why in Muay Thai you don't see calf kicks, because they'll break their fucking foot, right? They always kick the thigh. But I don't know if he broke it, but I kept seeing him going down and grabbing his big toe.
He did.
Oh,
it was in a splint backstage in one of those foot casts that you walk around in, and he even mentioned that he broke his foot. It was on the I think he landed 2 inside low kicks that worked for him, and he said he drew inspiration from Jan Blachowicz for that. But then once he landed the outside low kick, the regular one that he goes for, he went straight on the knee of Ankalaev. You know? Yep. And then it's almost in hindsight thinking, oh, you know what? Thank fucking God he smoked him when he did. Because can you imagine having to sit through that fucking shit? He's broken his foot. Now he's hobbling around in round 2, and it's the same as the last fight. So maybe that caused a bit of urgency. Yeah. Maybe he felt that and went, all right, we're going for this cunt right about now. Smacked him with it.
The Brazilian, you know, voodoo, where they gave him the energy to get through it and muster up everything he needed to. That way that would not, you know, hinder his performance.
Yeah. No. I think it was an amazing performance.